sex with or won't with us.
But you need really to have your stories taken seriously.
Calling the name of my son who had died in an accident.
I'd like for my brother to, and so called him Big Bruh.
Tony Todd, known for Candyman and Final Destination, died on November 6, 2024, at 69. He died peacefully at his home in Marina del Rey, California. The cause of death was not disclosed, but it was mentioned that he had been battling a long illness. Tony Todd is a legendary actor. His performance is a hallmark of modern horror cinema. Todd's deep, commanding voice made him a horror movie icon. His imposing presence as the vengeful spirit in Candyman, a cult classic, did too. He reprised the role in multiple sequels and the 2021 Candyman reboot. This cemented his legacy. Todd is also known for his role as the Mortician in the Final Destination series. His chilling performances have made him a fan favorite. Beyond horror, Todd has shown great versatility. He acted in action films like The Rock 1996 and Platoon 1986. He also appeared in popular TV shows like Star Trek: The Next Generation, 24, and The Flash. His voice work has been key to his career. Todd's distinctive baritone has been in many projects. These include animated series like Justice League and games like Mortal Kombat and Call of Duty. His skill at adding depth and menace to both live-action and animated roles has made him a sought-after voice actor. Todd's work in horror and entertainment has left a lasting mark. As one of the few black actors to achieve such fame in horror, his portrayal of Candyman is often cited as one of the genre's best performances. It reflects both social commentary and terror. He is respected for mentoring young actors and sharing insights on adding depth to horror characters. Tony Todd's impact on horror and pop culture endures. His career proves his versatility, talent, and lasting influence on the genre. Dorothy Allison. The acclaimed writer of Bastard Out of Carolina died on November 6, 2024, at 75. She succumbed to cancer at her home in Northern California. Her work has deeply affected literature and social discourse. Her work on identity, class, gender, and sexuality has greatly influenced modern writing. Allison's legacy is her ability to write powerful, visceral stories. They challenge norms and shine a light on marginalized groups, especially women, the working class, and queer people. Allison's 1992 novel, Bastard Out of Carolina, is a raw, unflinching blend of Southern Gothic fiction and emotional realism. It follows Bone, a girl in an abusive, poor family in rural South Carolina. Allison's story in Bone tackles themes of trauma, abuse, and survival. It explores identity and the quest for self-worth in a harsh world. The novel won praise for its honest depiction of abuse. Its complex, empathetic characters impressed readers. It earned a National Book Award nomination. Despite its explicit content, Bastard Out of Carolina is a classic. It is now a key work of modern Southern literature. Allison's work, beyond her fiction, adds much to queer literature and feminist discourse. Her works often explore class, sexuality, and gender. They focus on the struggles of women and queer individuals overlooked in mainstream narratives. Her 1988 short story collection, Trash, cements her as a realist writer. It explores sexual desire, poverty, and family loyalty through intimate, challenging tales. Allison's writing transcends artistic pursuits, serving as a form of activism. She has long advocated for LGBTQ rights, women's rights, and social justice. Her work is shaped by her experiences as a working-class lesbian from the South. Don Bossler, a former NFL fullback and college football Hall of Famer, died on November 6, 2024, at 88. He died in Atlanta, but the specific cause of death was not disclosed. He excelled as a fullback in both college and professional football. Best known for his time at the University of Nebraska and in the NFL, Bossler was a strong and versatile player. He was also reliable. At the University of Nebraska, Don Bossler was a star on the Cornhuskers football team in the late 1950s. As a fullback, he was key to the Nebraska offense. He earned All-American honors in 1959. His college performance made him one of the top players of his era. He was known for his toughness, speed, and leadership on the field. Bossler's achievements at Nebraska secured his place in the university's athletic history. He was inducted into the Nebraska Football Hall of Fame for his accomplishments. After college, the Washington Redskins drafted Bossler in 1960. He played for them for several seasons. He spent the majority of his professional career with the Redskins, playing from 1960 to 1965. In the NFL, Bossler was a skilled fullback. He was known for his hard-nosed running, blocking, and leadership in the locker room. He was key to the Redskins' offense. His NFL career was brief, but his impact as a tough, reliable player was felt. Beyond his athletic ability, Don Bossler is remembered for his character and sportsmanship. He was admired for his work ethic and teamwork. He would do whatever it took to help his team succeed. Bossler's work, both on the field and in the community, helped secure his legacy. He is known as a talented athlete and a respected person. Tika Nelson, Prince's sister and a talented singer-songwriter, died on November 4, 2024, at 64. The cause of her death has not been disclosed. She had been ill earlier in the year and was unable to attend her retirement concert in June. She is remembered for her own music as well as her famous brother. As a solo artist and part of Prince's legacy, Tika carved a unique identity in soul, R&B, and funk. Tika's legacy is her music. It blends soul, jazz, and pop. It's passionate and heartfelt. She released several albums during her career. They are Royal Blue, Yellow Moon Red Sky, A Brand New Me, and Hustler. People often compare her voice to her brother's. It has a raw emotional depth and great versatility. Though she didn't reach Prince's level of success, Tika's music resonated with fans. They appreciated her authenticity and dedication to her craft. Her songs often explore love, resilience, and self-expression. Her 2008 album, A Brand New Me, marked a turning point in her life. It chronicled her journey of self-discovery and healing. Tika's music forged a personal connection with listeners. It offered a vulnerable, honest view of life's challenges and triumphs. The siblings were close and supportive members of the Prince's legacy. They shared a special personal and professional bond. Prince's support of Tika's music shows their strong bond. He even produced some of her tracks. These defined their relationship. After his 2016 death, Tika helped manage her brother's estate. She wanted his music and legacy to inspire future generations. Tika contributed to mental health awareness. She openly discussed her and her family's struggles. In interviews and appearances, she discussed her addiction and recovery. Her story is an inspiring example of resilience and personal growth. Bernard Marcus, the co-founder of Home Depot, passed away on November 4, 2024, at the age of 95. The specific cause of death was not disclosed. In 1978, Marcus and his co-founders launched the Home Depot. They were Arthur Blank, Ken Langone, and Pat Farah. They had a revolutionary vision. It was to offer customers a wide selection of building materials, tools, and home improvement products at low prices. They also wanted to provide expert advice. This innovative model reshaped home renovation, making DIY projects more accessible to consumers. Under Marcus's leadership, the Home Depot grew rapidly. It became one of the world's largest retailers, with billions in revenue and thousands of stores. Marcus's legacy extends beyond his business prowess to his significant philanthropic efforts. He has given millions to various causes. They include healthcare, education, and veterans groups. This shows his commitment to improving the community. Marcus is known for his strong support of free enterprise and entrepreneurship. He stresses the need for competitive markets and businesses to drive economic growth. Even after stepping back from day-to-day operations at the Home Depot in the mid-2000s, Marcus continued to influence both the company and the broader business world. His visionary leadership defined the Home Depot's success. It also impacted the retail industry. This solidified his place in American business history. Ben Baldanza, the former CEO of Spirit Airlines, passed away on November 5, 2024, at the age of 62. He succumbed to amyotrophic lateral sclerosis, also known as Lou Gehrig's disease. His 2022 diagnosis did not stop him. He stayed active in the industry as long as he could, even using AI to communicate publicly. He turned it into one of America's most successful, ultra-low-cost carriers. From 2005 to 2016, Baldanza changed air travel. He used a no-frills model, cut costs, and focused on low fares over amenities. He aimed to make air travel more accessible and to challenge industry norms. That's his legacy. Under Baldanza, Spirit Airlines thrived. It grew its routes and market share in a tough industry. He pioneered charging for extras like seat selection, baggage, and snacks. This let Spirit offer very low base fares. This controversial approach, though often criticized, sacrificed customer comfort. It forced competitors to rethink their pricing and unbundle services. This is now a common industry practice. Baldanza's time at Spirit was marked by a focus on efficiency and cost control. He strongly supported the airline's low base fares and extra fees. This helped Spirit become a leader in the ultra-low-cost market. Critics disliked Spirit's no-frills approach. Baldanza said its success came from low prices and clear, cheap options. After leaving Spirit Airlines in 2016, Baldanza continued to shape aviation. He did this through his insights and leadership skills. He has a legacy as an industry disruptor. He reshaped air travel by popularizing the ultra-low-cost model. His influence persists in today's airline pricing and service. It shows that air travel can be both affordable and accessible. Eleanor Coppola, a talented filmmaker and wife of Francis Ford Coppola, died on April 12, 2024, at 87. She died peacefully at her home in Rutherford, California, surrounded by her family. Eleanor was diagnosed with thymoma, a rare cancer, in 2010. It affects the thymus gland. She is influential for her contributions to cinema and the arts. She's also key in the life of her husband, acclaimed director Francis Ford Coppola. Eleanor has built a legacy in the film industry. She has shown her creative talents behind the camera as a woman in a male-dominated field. Coppola's most important legacy is her documentaries. They offer intimate, behind-the-scenes glimpses of the film industry. Her most acclaimed work, Hearts of Darkness, A Filmmaker's Apocalypse, 1991, chronicles the making of her husband's film, Apocalypse Now, 1979. This documentary provides a candid, often harrowing view into the chaotic production of one of cinema's most iconic and troubled films. It explores the strain the film's making put on the cast and crew, especially Francis Ford Coppola. Hearts of Darkness received high praise and made Eleanor a serious filmmaker. The film's emotional depth and her portrayal of the raw creative process made her a respected storyteller. She explores the painful, hidden realities of filmmaking. Eleanor Coppola, known for documentaries, tried narrative filmmaking with 1,000 Years of Good Prayers, 2007. It's about Chinese immigrants in the U.S. Critics praised its nuanced take on complex family ties and struggles. Eleanor's films, often overshadowed by her husband's success, have earned praise. They show emotional depth and a keen look at human relationships. Eleanor Coppola has also made a lasting impact as an author and artist. She's written several books. These include Notes on the Making of Apocalypse Now. It offers insight into her husband's landmark film. Another is A Room of My Own. It's a memoir about her experiences and creative journey. Her artwork and photography further showcase her artistic sensibility and personal vision. DJ Clark Kent, a legendary hip-hop producer, died on October 24, 2024, at 58. He worked with Jay-Z, Notorious B.I.G., and Mariah Carey. He succumbed to colon cancer after a 3-year battle with the disease. He died peacefully at home, surrounded by his wife Kesha, daughter Cabraya, and son Antonio. A cornerstone of Kent's legacy is his work with major hip-hop artists, notably his long-standing partnership with Jay-Z. Kent played a crucial role in Jay-Z's early career, especially in producing tracks for the iconic album Reasonable Doubt, 1996. His work on Jay-Z's sound made him a global superstar from an underground sensation. Kent also produced hits for rap legends like Notorious B.I.G., Nas, and Kanye West. This solidified his status as one of the genre's most respected producers. Beyond the studio, Kent shaped hip-hop culture with his DJ sets and by promoting the genre. Renowned for his taste, he could blend classic and new tracks. His live performances at clubs and parties helped hip-hop's rise to the mainstream. Kent was also pivotal in popularizing mixtape culture in the late 80s and 90s. His mixtapes were a key platform for new artists and tracks. They helped underground talent gain wider recognition. Kent's legacy also encompasses his influence on hip-hop fashion and branding. His style, especially his link to Nike, merged hip-hop with high-end streetwear and sneakers. It made him a trendsetter. He's a hip-hop ambassador and mentor. He supports the next generation of artists. Kent's ability to adapt and innovate has ensured his relevance across decades. Though he's less visible now, he shapes culture. He does this through his production work, brand deals, and mentoring new DJs and producers. As a DJ, producer, and tastemaker, Kent helped hip-hop evolve. It went from a niche genre to a global phenomenon. His work still resonates in the industry today. Joe Flaherty, the talented actor and comedian, died on April 2, 2024, at 82. He was known for SCTV and Freaks and Geeks. He died after a brief illness, but the specific cause of death was not disclosed. His daughter, Gudrun Flaherty, confirmed his passing. He became a beloved, influential figure in TV and film. This was due in part to his work in sketch comedy. As one of the original SCTV, Second City television stars, Flaherty helped define a generation of comedians. He also shaped the landscape of TV comedy for years to come. Flaherty's comedic genius shone in his ability to play a range of eccentric characters. He had a sharp wit, perfect timing, and a flair for the absurd. His work on SCTV, which aired from 1976 to 1984, is some of the best sketch comedy in TV history. His over-the-top characters became iconic TV moments. They include Count Floyd, a vampire-themed horror host, and the bumbling Dr. Tongue. These roles boosted the show's reputation. They made Flaherty a comedy icon, alongside fellow SCTV stars like John Candy, Catherine O'Hara, Eugene Levy, and Martin Short. Flaherty's influence extended beyond SCTV. After the show ended, he had a successful career in TV and film. He had notable roles in popular series like Freaks and Geeks, Maniac Mansion, and That 70s Show. In his later years, his work showed his versatility and commitment to comedy. In Freaks and Geeks, Flaherty played a quirky, lovable guidance counselor. The role showed his talent for adding humor and depth to his characters. It furthered his legacy as a comedic talent. Flaherty, beyond acting, was key to the Canadian comedy scene. He helped shape the early careers of many comedy icons. His time on SCTV paved the way for later comedians. His collaborations with other SCTV alumni influenced comedy long after the show's end. Flaherty's love of film history and classic movies shaped his comedy. His love of the 1940s and 1950s golden age of Hollywood defined his persona. It also influenced his work as a performer and a mentor to younger comedians. Cole Brings Plenty, a talented young actor, died at 27. He was known for his role in the TV series 1923. His legacy, though brief, is defined by his talent and potential. He impacted those around him, both on and off screen. As a Native American actor, Brings Plenty had a unique view. It was a fresh, authentic take on Hollywood. He represented a community often underrepresented in the industry. Brings Plenty's most notable role was in 1923, the Yellowstone prequel. He played Pet, a complex character that viewers loved. His performance was praised for its emotional range. It connected with audiences through his compelling presence and natural acting skills. His work in 1923, though new to the screen, showed promise. It likely would have led to many more significant roles in TV and film. Besides acting, Cole Brings Plenty's legacy is his heritage. He is committed to telling stories that reflect his culture. Cole is the nephew of actor Mo Brings Plenty, known for his role in Yellowstone. His work in 1923 helped raise awareness of Indigenous stories and characters. His role added to a growing discussion on Native American media representation. It's a more important topic now than ever. His untimely death has left many questions unanswered, but his family's, friends, and fans' love shows his positive impact in the industry. His family said he was passionate and kind. He was dedicated to his craft and connected to his roots. Though Cole Brings Plenty's career was cut short, he left a mark on entertainment. His work on 1923 and his promise as a rising talent are to thank for it. His unrealized potential and his dedication to his heritage will inspire and influence both those who knew him and future fans of his work.